Get it, Dan.
Let's go, Dan.
Come on.
Teams, your 30-second handover starts now.
An apple glaze pork chop with an apple slaw and an apple relish.
We can do it in that. I haven't used it yet. We need to make sure that it's apple forward, though.
Their idea of the dish. We're featuring apple. We've got a couple of elements.
And then anything else you can think of to hero apple.
What's the equipment that we're meant to use?
Guys, time is up. Let's go.
Come on, Jess.
Oh, my God.
Come on, Justin.
Like, it was... Go, Dan.
Come on, Justin, you got this.
Relish. What? Yeah.
What he's doing.
Brilliant communication. The only issue is,
Apple relish.
I've left Justin a big bowl full of things for really confused and kind of scratching his head more than I'd like. Justin's gone to the pantry on this floor.
Malik.
I think that he's not a...
Go, fellas. Let's go.
Let's go, boys. Woo!
Jess gave it pretty good. Going to do some apple chips and some pickled apples.
Dan, what are you doing with the apples?
Chips.
So in my 20 minutes, I need to make a spice rub and parsnip puree done by the time Tommy gets in the kitchen. But it's really tricky. On top of that, apple puree can sometimes taste a bit like baby food.
Hey, Mel. How you
Cook
going?
number 2 in the line. What did Savina say to you in the hand?
A little compote or relish or
Yep,
something
okay,
like.
yep.
There'll be a whole bunch of elements that they can work with.
I think what's really important here, the idea, the clearer the outcome at the end.
I think I'm good.
what my strength would be, and I just want to create options for the rest of the team. I think we could do a compote or a relish. The pork loin, in a couple of minutes, I've got the important job of communicating clearly. Position.
I think the guys will have most things on.
Yeah.
Good. Watching Dan from the locker room, picks the apple chips. He slices them up nice and thinly and gets them in the oven.
What's going on? Sorry, no.
Very needed to be apple heavy, not parsnip heavy. It is the key. Happy with it. Get some apple in there or something. Get that.
Dan, you don't have long
To come in and tweak and finish off. They'll need to make sure that the puree's.
Justin, you've only got 5 minutes till handover. 5 minutes. Are you okay?
That was nuts.
Justin's like 5.
give the team options. There is a risk with adding different options. It is at the start of my cook is not going to be what's plated up at the end.
Not long until handover, we have no idea what the green team's cooking, so Scott and I were doing a little bit of a role play, just what would happen once we run into... Oh gosh, what is the... what are you featuring? Our theme is, and we need to know what elements we're getting up.
What's the dish name?
It's Jay. I feel quite confident about cooking third. I'm pretty good together, making him look beautiful so that we can have an amazing dish.
What were we featuring just then?
Okay, who's the next 2 victims?
In there.
Come on.
Oh gosh.
Some duck, so pan-fried duck. Yeah, I've already used that. So you need to fix.
Never Dan, it's hectic, but he's giving me really good information here to fix this.
Just balance and fix it. It needs to be a bit more appley.
Go Dan, well done.
So there's yogurt in there currently. This is apple juice. This is parsley. Thinking we can do I don't know if a peat can turn into a sauce or a glaze.
Yeah. A good changeover should be at the moment. And I'm really confused.
With me, please.
Well done, Dan. And
Justin.
Apple compote. Me.
Well,
Starting to take shape. I've got these duck, there's a puree and a food processor. So 2 main tasks. Dan wanted me to cook the duck, and we...
Apple. It needs work.
Maybe you need to ditch this puree. Just saying, dude, if you don't have this puree, you're not hitting the brief. So I'm feeling really confused.
Oh my God.
Don't know what to replace it with. There's so many things that I got.
Tommy, what are you doing, Tommy?
How
Check
those
the
chips?
oven.
Come on, Tommy.
Apple. So flustered. You know, the wheels seem to be coming off. The apple chips, key for featuring apple in this dish.
We need to do something with these apples, Sam.
It will really just be a garnish. So Tommy needs to get that puree
Just keep going, Tommy.
Just go, Tommy. I do think that he's got now.
All right, gentlemen, use the time, because you know what? The fate of your team relies...
let's go, boys. Go with something really simple. Now I don't think it's clear enough.
I'm a little...
Like in case we wanted some acidity with the fennel or something, and if we...
There's a lot of elements that have sort of been handballed to me, so I need to taste everything.
It's just yogurt in there. You can do this.
Yeah. Come on. Good job, guys.
Go, guys. Go, Tommy.
Going to cook these apples into this puree to get it more appley. Terrible for Scotty. Like, I am in the weeds right now, but I'm starting to get a sauce out of duck bones and the apples because we need to really mash right now. I just can't think of what I can do in the puree and add some more apples, and hopefully Scotty has a different...
My 20 minutes is nearly up, and I don't really compote, create a bit of a sauce with that reduction in the chicken, put a dry rub on that apple's a feature, and then I need to feature it in a slaw as well.
Yes, the yogurt. Finally, the yogurt. Make a good dressing, that's what we want.
Pork loin started for Pete. I get some of that, grab a timer, and I set that timer up so Pete knows how long it's been sitting in the pan. It's been pretty good.
Beautiful, good idea.
Here we go. These nerve-wracking us. Like, we don't know what it's all fallen over in there. We're completely oblivious. Sometimes ignorance is bliss.
All right, okay. Feature apple. This is for a slaw.
I don't know what we're going to do, to be honest.
Okay.
And pickle.
That maybe the cook hasn't quite gone to plan. All of our role play, and he is frantically trying to explain to me all these different elements.
I don't know if we can change anything up or if you can add anything, but what do you think?
Okay, all right.
That's all I can call it at the moment. I'm the one that has to bring this all together.
Come on, Petey. Come on.
Here, I've got to keep an eye on that. We've got a fennel and apple slaw.
Yeah, Pete. Definitely feeling the pressure. I think I've got an idea, and hopefully I can pull it all together.
Scotty, what are you doing with the juice?
But it looks like he's making an apple gas. At least it's another apple element.
That's it.
No more parsnip. Apple.
He's doing that.
Apple. Come on.
It's meant to be
Does it taste good? Does it taste like apple? We need
treating the apple enough.
Go, Scott. Bring it together.
5 minutes to go, come on!
Pete is looking slightly stressed.
Come on.
Yes, Pete. Yes, come on.
I'm so happy. The pork is cooked perfectly. Underneath the spice, pork loin, and then the fennel, and I think we featured that apple. Apple in every single...
That's it, mate. Make it look beautiful now.
I'm sweating. I'm gonna pass out. What the hell?
Not blushing pink.
It looks so good. It looks really good.
But I've had no time. I've got to get this puree on the plate. And I'm really hoping that this apple round 2.
Come on, Scotty! Let's go, Scotty! All right, 10, 3, 2, 1.
The elements that I sought out to get on the plate are there.
I'm actually surprised that somehow we ended up with a dish that doesn't look dissimilar.
And from then on, you're on your own and someone's going home. So let's see how...
You know, it's always so hectic in the kitchen, but a team bit a crack, and I'm so proud of my team rallying and getting this dish put together.
Turquoise team.
Pork tenderloin with apple compote, apple and...
So Sabina, you started off this team challenge.
That I envisaged are there. Boys, they really came through.
That was nuts.
I think... was definitely there, and you have met the brief. Beautifully cooked piece of...
With the compote, I really like the chili in that. Really delicious. But the sauce, it lacked definitely. You know, the apple compote is really apple forward. The slaw...
The green team, bring it on down.
And I'm just hoping for a miracle that the apple flavour has developed through that.
Righto. This cook was interesting.
There's an apple and parsnip puree.
There or thereabouts, wasn't it, Jess?
It's so similar to end up.
Tommy, mate, your 20 minutes didn't look like the funnest time you've ever had in this.
I just couldn't think of what I could do without it, so...
Yeah, okay. Let's start with the positives. The duck, it's really nice. However, there's a question for me whether this one really hits the apple. The puree, I think when you taste it solo, you might wish that you just, that little noise that was in the back of your head saying we need to remove this. He's got little to no time to make decisions and what he's going to edit and what he's going to use.
In your first relay, I think you will learn a lot out of it. You can trust yourself to say, I can.
Relays are never easy, but unfortunately, one team ordered something. It's the parsnip and apple puree. Sorry, green, one of you will be going home. Turquoise team,
Features apples. And because the team cooks...
My heart is in my mouth. I'm in round 2 now and I need... I am not a dessert cook. I'm not a sweet cook.
Challenges. You must cook a dish that features... Must cook a sweet dish in round 2. Complete your dish.
Here we are, round 2, down to 4 cooks, and...
Around the world, apple-based.
I think that's the challenge here. Overcomplicate things.
I am not taking any chances on an elimination day. I would make tartatan.
Tartatan, I know you'd be say, but yeah, I think that they should be...
Stupid. My motto.
All right. Oh, yeah.
I'm going to do, and I think what it will do is it will show the different textures of apple, make sure it doesn't get easier. There's only 4 of us in round 2. The odds aren't looking that. Elimination's stressful, but I've learned to channel that stress into
15 minutes and 1 hour to go.
Today I'm going to make an apple streusel cake, an apple ice cream to go with it, because you always want cake and ice cream. As a German,
My grandmother, Ormi, was born in Germany, and growing up,
to learn the recipe from her, my mum gave me the recipe.
I cook together, and family is everything to me. My partner...
Making cookies. Are you? Are you sure they're cookies?
Tastes a lot like apple. Tastes good.
If I can create that...
Go, Scott.
Oh,
Look at that technique.
come on, bubble, bubble, bubble.
But my strength is aspect of baking and doing things that...
Goss.
Hello.
How are you, pal?
I'm good. Apple Charlotte.
Wow, so...
Very red. The apple Charlotte was one of my most favourite things growing up as a kid. Hot, the chantilly cream.
Let's face it, I'll whisper it some for us.
It is more pressure having that. So
They're expecting big things, so I really need to make sure that this one...
5 minutes to go!
Using the team challenge was really... My style of cooking is, you kind of chuck this in, taste it, add a little bit really precise to make it perfect.
Tommy.
Hey,
Okay.
we're making a, it's called a tower, which is a play on Vietnam.
Well, I'm all for a dad joke, and so let's call it an apple tower or
An apple compote happening with
Beautiful.
some brandy, some spices.
Beautiful. Beautiful. I love layers and layers of deliciousness. That sounds great to me.
Feel like multi.
Churn. Once the cake's in the oven, I'll breathe a sigh of relief.
And time is just flying today.
Streusel pop!
Good job, guys.
Sorbet on.
It's difficult to do in 75 minutes, but it is doable.
The cake is the most important element on this plate. I'm feeling a whole world of...
Jess looks really...
Cake with ice cream.
Come on, Jess. I'm doing
Now to cook, but I'm putting it in with about 25 minutes to go.
Jess, what do you have to do next?
all of the critical things are in.
After round 1 and the debacle of not featuring,
I'm going to get some fresh apple on the plate as well. I think I got 10. Send me home. I don't know.
Love the ambience.
2020.
Baking walnuts on some butter. Tower today, or the tower, is going to consist of, and I'm just going to keep stacking it up.
Nice work, Tommy.
To be super caramelized. I want to get it like right to the edge before. I'm not like the most confident with desserts, but I'm going. I never thought that I'd leave my little baby to my little baby Miles. He's starting to crawl, he's starting to walk. He's so cute. That makes the t-shirt worth it. So I'm gonna push myself every single day.
Yeah, Scotty.
I'm doing a spin on an old classic.
Looks good, mate. Is that the cream cheese?
Yep.
Yeah.
Chantilly cream, which I want to pipe on top.
Ooh, Scotty White!
You're a machine! Ah, it's hot work. Strengths. I love cooking desserts, and so that extra pressure today for MasterChef. I've been an interior designer for 20 years, and for a new challenge, and to follow this food passion.
I've never done this.
10 minutes to go, Scotty. I'm going to be right down to the wire, I think, for the cake.
Okay.
Really happy with the apple flavour of sorbet. Yeah, it's got brown. Okay. Really nice caramelized apple flavour. In round 1, and has really nice balance. Hi, Mel. Walnut.
Sure, thanks. 5 minutes to go!
Yes, Dan.
Push it, Dan. Push it, mate.
Fingers crossed this cake is cooked.
Awesome.
Worked, and it's come out of the oven with enough time for me to get it on the walnut crumb, apple cake, apple ice cream, crispy apple buns.
Yeah, I think it's actually a bit better because there's more butter in it.
I just love it too.
Apple, 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 Scotty.
With my dakwa layers, I'm hoping that my cheesecake has got a really taste as good.
Come on, guys. You've only got 2 minutes left. 2 minutes.
How's your caramel, Tommy?
Look at the beautiful dishes I've seen in my life, and I'm kind of like, just make it look a little bit of cream to hold my pastry together.
Nice, Tommy.
Going on. I'm definitely worried that I could be going home today. Like the odds of 10, 9, 8, 7.
You did so well, Scotty.
I just want my little baby boy to know that. I was trying so hard to just keep it together, right?
We're so proud of you, Tommy. Well,
.com.au.
Come on, do it. Come on.
Thanks, guys.
You got this, brother.
What you made for us?
So it's a Granny Smith apple sorbet.
And as you said, we meet again. So this is not your first.
Apron, because I would argue that your best dishes come out when
Black Apron Day. So I'm just going to keep doing that until
Dan Elimination Saviour Special.
that sorbet, it doesn't get any better.
Yeah.
To do that in other days in the competition, you know, because then he would be sitting.
Dark horse. I really, really do. What a fantastic dessert. You know, caramelised parfait, which had a really lovely texture. Beautiful.
Good luck, Scotty.
Good luck, mate.
Thanks, guys.
All right.
I love things that are retro, and I like to always.
Cool. That looks so cool.
Yeah.
apple-forward dessert, as we've asked for, but I enjoyed it. I imagined something with much more flavour.
It had a wonderful to really sing. So I think there are some very, very sound elements here.
Is good enough.
Amazing.
I was so determined.
Hey, Jess.
Yes.
And the judges like it. More than that, there's also roasted apple ice cream. There's an apple and walnut. Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Jess.
Thank you.
Feel like it comments here. I like the cake, and I love that kind of caramelised streusel on the top. Apple squares. I don't even know what's going on with them, and they just raw apple plate. It just distracts me.
I agree. There was no need for the apple skin crisp. There's a lot of promise there.
Yeah, I'm into it. It was delicious.
But it wasn't. So where does that leave?
Good luck to me. All right, let's do this. So the odds are against me.
Tommy.
Tao Tao is apple in Vietnamese.
Thinking of being a dad,
Yeah.
you know, Miles, your 6-month-old.
I mean, I want to go home to see my baby boy, that's for sure, but...
Respect in that regard, so we're looking forward to tasting it.
Thank you. Enjoy your meal, guys.
Thanks,
Thank
Tommy.
you.
One was the pastry. It was crunchy, beautiful. The second thing that no return. You know, another 5 seconds and it's gone.
With the apples, as well as all of these other flavours and textures, it was all...
Compote, they were the star of the show, and on the day when you had to feature the apple.
This challenge couldn't have been simpler. Best dishes of the competition. And that means that they're safe.
Oh.
Dan, and that was without a doubt your best dish yet. By Tommy. How do you feel?
Dessert cook.
Believe it. That was fantastic.
Issues, but in the end, the cook was just a little bit confused. And that dish... Oh my gosh.
Truly. Thank you for cooking for us.
Thank you.
Well done.
Thank you so much. Start putting the plans in place of my future in the future.
Top 15, you just have to bring your A game every day.
All ready to go.
They'll go to great lengths.
Hope I don't epic.
Decadent dishes.
I hope that's creative enough.
But will it... Previously on MasterChef Australia, some of Melbourne's best chefs.
All hands on deck to plate these mates.
Was a week that inspired restaurant-quality dishes. Face Turquoise team that found themselves heading to elimination. Pressure test that will send one of our favourites
What is it gonna be this week? And unfortunately, we lost, but I'm still wearing a today's not gonna be any different.
Let's go turquoise.
My favourite colour.
Team turquoise for the...